Oi, 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 oi. Oi, 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 oi.
Somebody say local. Oi, 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 oi.
Greetings, family, friends, and fans of DAsportsVYBEZ. We are here with a boss, one of the most solid women in Dominica football, KEANNA Francis, Harlem captain and Dominica national player. What's up, KEANNA?
I'm good, chilling.
They said you are one of the most solid and rugged players in Dominica football. Tell us about it.
Well, I learned from the guys, so once you learn from a boy, you must play like one, yeah.
That's why you saying you played football, you fellas, then?
Yeah, that's how I started. I started with boys in primary school, and then started playing with the guys in the league up Point Michelle and Port Savannah. So that made me who I am today.
Okay, so take us. Let's go down now. Start from primary school. The first time you play football. Take us there. Give us a little bit of that.
The first time I played was difficult because I was the only girl in primary school wanted to play football. And it was guys, some kind of a big, tall guys, and just little me. They didn't want me to play. But every time the ball go outside, I'd take it and run. And then eventually they tell me I'm too troublesome, man. So they give me a chance. And from that's how I started playing.
Okay, and then from primary school, did you take part in primary school football league?
Well, no, we didn't have that as yet. It's after I left, they introduced sports and a lot of sports into St. Luke's Primary. But while I was there, we didn't take part in any sporting activities.
So I must say, right now we are in St. Luke's Primary. You know, that's where you studied
Yeah, my alma
your school
mater.
life and so on. We have a lot of trophies being displayed. You know, school has a lot of accolades. Were you part of this?
No. Maybe a few like the drug slogans where you have to make, and then the best school getting. I think I participated in that. We used to have drumming. We used to take part in drumming competitions, ballet. I used to drum. All this. That is basically what I did. But when it comes to sports, I was introduced to school leagues in secondary school, St. Martin Secondary.
Okay, so let's go there now. So now you move to St. Martin Secondary.
Yes.
So tell us how it all started in terms of
Basically, football, I brought it because I kept pushing the principal to make a team, and she told me to find interested players, and I would go every snack time to look for players interested in football, man. I used to go all down my first form, even the young ones I used to trouble, but they were interested, but you know, they losing the motivation slowly but surely. So then I get a couple friends in fourth form, and I tell them, well, I need to make a team because I want to play and at least bring St. Martin School somewhere, you know? And that's how it started. Yeah.
So you was already a leader before you even started playing football.
Basically, that's how it was.
Okay, so at that point when you was looking for players to play, you was in what form?
I was in fifth form.
Okay.
In 2003-1.
And you was looking for players in first from
Yes,
all
I go
forms.
in everywhere
all
looking for
the forms that
players.
are, you look for the old ones that older than you.
Yes, everywhere.
Okay. And before that though, you played other sports in the school.
Yes.
Like what?
I was also playing basketball, volleyball. I was trying tennis. But netball, I was interested in because of that good story. But but I can play all sports, which is very.
Okay. Okay, so now but football seems to have been the passion. That's the one you really want to play.
That's not how it started now. I was interested more in basketball. But then I was too short, man. Check. I had to jump higher than most people. That was kind of hindering me a little, man. So I take football, cricket. Then I get hurt in cricket. I mash up my eye for ball. I take a break, and then that is how I get deep into football.
Okay, so the football came out as a result of the basketball, do working out for
Do
you.
working out for
The
me.
cricket, you get a blast.
Yeah.
So now you're checking football is the one.
Yes.
So just before you go to the football, so in the basketball there was a basketball team in St. Martin's School.
I was the captain of that also.
Okay.
I that basically pushed sports in St. Martin's School in my time.
Okay, and so the basketball team, could you just name like one or two players on there?
We had Junel Valmon, we had Brittany, it was KEANNA Francis, my sister. It had Tracy and Etienne,
Okay. Wow.
another footballer, national player like
Yeah.
me. That's all I can do.
Okay, so now let's go to the football now. So from there now, football time now. So you're trying to build a team. Let's take it from there.
Well, I'm thinking about retiring because my knee kind of messed up at the moment. I cannot really do too much. I cannot jump too much. I cannot even do my favorite, which is tackling.
But before you get there, because you still have a lot in you to play football, we were talking about St. Martin School.
Yes.
You're trying to build a team in St. Martin School. So what happened? Did you succeed in
Yeah,
doing
man, I succeeded. We didn't really have a coach though, so I basically had to do everything, and like that is how I learned so quickly. Because I had to, like, when I go to national training, I had to watch what they do, so I could go back and do it in school. Check. So that is how it was.
So you're saying that in foot form,
I was already
you was already
team.
the national team.
Yes.
So where were you playing football before you played with the school for the national team to select you?
Goodwill.
Goodwill.
Cassandra Del Sol, my cousin, introduced me to a team of Goodwill, coached by Chiki. Coach Chiki, yeah.
Okay, so that's where you get so that's where you get the experience. So now you're coaching and playing for St. Martin's School. So tell us informing the team now you all took part in a school league.
Yes, in national
Alright.
school league, yes.
Tell us about that.
We were dominating teams, basically, except college and grammar school, because they had more players that could play than we had, because it was just 3 or 4 of us from the national team that was playing for St. Martin's School. Tracy and Etienne, KEANNA Francis, but somebody else I can't remember, and I.
Okay.
That was basically what was making the team. So we spread out, one at the front, one in the middle, one at the back, and one in the goal. That is what we do.
Use football terms for me.
Yes.
Okay.
You're a national player.
Well, I decided that seeing that there are 4 national players, I decided to put Tracy Ann as a striker because that is what she was playing for national team. I put KEANNA in the middle because she was quick and she was more agile than everybody else.
Talking about midfield.
Yes. And I put Junel at the back because she wasn't too say deadly in local terms. But she had the brain, so I put her at the back so she would stop everything, and I decided to go in the goal for a couple games.
So you was a goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because we didn't really have.
That is a sign of a good leader. I shiver on that because you're a player, you're outside player, but you decide that you're gonna go in the goal because that's the most important position.
Yeah.
To win, you have to stop goals. That's great
And
stuff.
nationality put me in the goal after that.
All right. So now from there now you're gonna play in the league. Take us through a game in the league. You're dominating, but take us through a memorable game in the league.
Boy, I remember, I can never forget that now. We was playing against Orion Academy. Well, we deemed it as the weakest team at that time. It was the weakest team. So it's like, basically I could score from the goal. So I just leave the goal empty and just run straight and just hit the ball and must score. So boy, we enjoyed that. We got cheers and
All right.
Tracy and used to dance on them.
So all of us score double digits in goal.
I mean, what you saw now, what you know, it's got plenty way. It's got plenty way.
Okay. Okay, so now you're gonna take us into the National League. So tell us your first stint in the National League. What club you played for?
Well, I started with the Goodwill Runners. I played for 2 years, and then in my prime up there, I was contacted by a coach of the Harlem team to, you know, help develop the team and things. So I was watching around.
Okay, but before we go to Harlem, let's Goodwill. How long did you play for Goodwill?
2 years.
2 years. And you got introduced by, you said, your cousin Cassandra.
Yes.
And in that stint there, did you play an integral role? Did you start?
Yes, I started as number 17 striker for Goodwill.
You played as a striker,
Yes.
and that's where you were scouted by the national team on Goodwill.
Right from there.
Okay, and so that means you won championship with Goodwill in that 2 years.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
because Goodwill was winning a lot of championships
Yeah.
up to now. So from there now, you had a 2 year stint, and then tell us now, how did you end up leaving? How that happened? Goodwill going to a next club, seeing that you were winning, but you still go to another club.
Well, for me, winning, I not too much about winning now. To me, development better than anything. Yeah. Once you have a solid team, once you can build a solid team, to me, winning not a problem.
I just want to give in my 2 cents on it for the discussion. I was the coach on Harlem at the time, and I saw you as a great player and a good leader. So I asked you to, Kiana, can you come and help the young girls? I only had about 2 ladies who could play the game. And you at the time, you know, was enjoying your time on the Goodwill team. And you didn't hesitate to come to play for Harlem. So tell us about it, why you did it.
Well, as I said previously, I'm all about development. Winning, I'm not really into winning, honestly. To me, once you have a good team, the winning must come eventually, no matter how much time you lose. And I see you had a little squad there. They were interested, they were really interested, so they pushed me a little more to help them. You know, so I tried to get people to follow me to come to Harlem, and I brought my sister and my cousin Naima with me to help Harlem become what they are today.
So now you came to Harlem, eventually the leader and captain. So tell us about your times on Harlem.
To me, that was my best times. Still is my best time. Although I was on a winning team, but to me, winning too much, you just get fed up of winning. Even though I only had 2 years, but they were winning before that. But to me, Harlem, you feel safe, loved, you feel comfortable. You always, everywhere you turn, there is somebody asking you, are you okay? Do you need anything? To me, the environment was better. It was more comfortable for me.
But too, you wanted to make that change and change others' lives.
Yeah.
Make them better players. That's why you made that decision.
Yes, to help develop the team.
And the challenge, I see you as somebody who like challenges.
Yes, man.
Yes, so you felt better because the team you was on Goodwill, they had a lot of great players.
Yeah,
so
it
wasn't challenging you as much as it. So I see you as a person that like challenges. Okay, so take us now for your stint in Harlem now in terms of the moments, the unforgettable moments.
Well, I have plenty unforgettable moments at Harlem. To me, Harlem is like my family. We do a lot of things together. We play on the savannah. It's like everybody's brothers and sisters in Christ. On the savannah, I pass the ball for somebody coming for it already, you know. I don't really have to do too much work when everybody on the same page, you understand? And people doesn't really, you know, that's certain things to tell somebody do something as a captain and they were like, nah. But to Harlem, when I say do that, everybody like, yes captain or yes key. To me it was perfect, man.
Can I just refresh you on one of the moments? I think Harlem raised about $35,000 in 1 month to go to St. Martin to play in a tournament.
Yes.
And you played a great part, you know, in letting that happen.
Yes, we were getting sponsorships to go to make our trip to St. Martin, and it was difficult, yeah, but with our determination, we did it. We did that rapid in a month. We raised $40,000 by just going Roseau, walking everywhere and asking, sir, can you please help us? We are trying to do this. Can you please, you know? And we succeeded. We did that rapid, man.
There again lies the challenges that you like. I see you as a person that just loves challenges and nothing seems you know,
Nothing in life
impossible.
comes easy, yeah, so
Yeah, nothing seems possible for you.
challenges makes us who we are.
Okay, so okay, now take us in. Yeah, you played many games in Harlem against many teams. What team or teams will you look forward to playing, and you know the players, the challenges that excited you?
Up to today, it's the same team, and that team want to play with that team. Goodwill Runners versus Harlem. That was always the biggest game, and will still be the biggest game, no matter if I'm there or not. That was the hottest game. That is, I don't know how to explain it. That like Man City versus Man U. That is the Man City and Man U Dominica. So always fighting for first place. It was jaw-dropping. It was, you know, nerve-wracking.
Okay, so now take us to the national team now. Let's go to the nationals now. Your first call up for national team. Tell us about that, your first tryouts.
My first tryout in goalie, they sent me because I was goalkeeping for St. Martin. Well, not goalkeeping, but stand up in the goal for St. Martin Secondary. And what was it?
Names?
Coach Libeng, Prince.
Mhm.
He introduced me to actually goalkeeping. He showed me everything, and then that is how I became a goalkeeper on the national team. I was second to Christina at the time. So it was me and Christina and Nora, that another girl, Nora and Jewel Brown. It was 4 of us keeping at the time. I was always second. I played my first game in goal in Santo Domingo. I got 11 goals in my basket. That was horrible. But hey, no one like crushed me or anything. I felt like normal. They didn't say like, oh, you make us lose. And like, I felt normal. I didn't feel I was expecting everyone to be like, damn.
But at the time, Dominica's football was just starting. Women's
Oh,
football was just starting to
yeah.
develop. So you
We were
expected
doing
that, right?
very poor at the time. See, we didn't have what we have now. The structures we have now, we didn't have that before. The planning, all these things, we didn't have that before. It's just come, they get a coach for you, and tournament coming up, you train for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and you go. That is how it was before. Check, but now it will be different. It is different. It started, let me tell you when it started. Huh? It's all these different things started when we had Coach Kenneth and Coach Wang. That is where it started. That is where development started. Personally for me, yeah? That is when we had planned coaching sessions. I could see as a player that training plan, because they would come usually earlier than everybody, and you could see your cone set up for you, every station there. I felt like we were getting somewhere. Yeah, and then we started doing good from that. We placed second in the St. Vincent tournament, Windward Island tournament. And that was from there, we started doing good.
Okay, so you started in goal.
Yeah.
And then from goal, at what point did you transition to playing outside? And what position?
Boy, from goal, I got an injury. I dived on the post and messed up my right shoulder there. And then I stopped. And where I started playing, I started playing midfield, I think. Yes, right. I was playing right, yeah. But then, while I was playing for the club Harlem, I was playing defense. That is where he found I was better. And then just transitioned into defense on national team, and I flourished. I made fruits out of playing defense. That is my best and not my favorite, but that's where I shine more.
Okay, and now in playing, let's go in the league again. In playing the league, playing defense, what player attackers when you go to play that, when you come to you know you're going to play that game, you think of that player or players that are going to pose a challenge to you?
I don't like to tell you, Kasika Samuel. See Kasika Samuel, but that is a rugged player in the midfield. She used to beat everybody, and I used to be the challenge at the back for her. So she would run down wing and she'd beat everybody. But she'd have to cut inside eventually, and I at the back waiting for her. But that is the person I was more focused on, and that Cassandra with her speed at the time, and it had Tabik with speed at the time. But to me, Kasika was the most challenging at that time.
So from what you're saying, speed used to be your challenge, speedy attackers.
Yes.
Okay.
So I used to just zone them, and just cut them across.
All right.
But Kasika, with the speed, she still have the beat.
Right.
Check, so she would stop and then she would still try to beat me,
Okay, and now national team, could you tell us in terms of, your, take us to whatever tournament or whatever tournament that you can remember that sticks out in your mind, a game or tournament?
Well, most recently, when our trip to Trinidad, that was, to me, honestly, that tournament made me feel like a professional. It had me feeling like I can play against any team in the world.
Who was the coach at the time?
Coach Rajesh Latu, and assisted by yours truly, Albert.
Okay,
No,
so
I felt professional.
And there was also another assistant coach, down in Portsmouth. There was two assistant coaches.
Okay.
Yeah.
all right. So tell us about that tournament there. What that made you feel that way? What about it made you feel that you could take on anybody?
To me, just the preparation alone made me feel like we were going against top teams, like as though we were going in England and play against Manchester or something. We prepared like an elite team. We had hill runs, we had to go on diets, we had steady training whole week. We started training earlier than usual. We had longer trainings also. We had double trainings on days. It felt like normal football, like how they play overseas.
Okay. Okay, so just tell us, like, on that team there, the team you said you felt so good about. Just give us some names of some key teammates of yours, Like.
Well, I will start at the back. We had the boss goalkeeper. We had Kimberly, Eli. We had, obviously, I love playing football with them, no matter what league. We have Kimberly, Kasika, Romelsia. We had the Finn sisters. We had the Bertrand sisters. We also had Kimara, that Kianja, my sister. Well, for me, these players, once I have these players on my team, I can conquer the world.
Okay, and now you're still playing, actively playing, but you have transitioned yourself now into officiating and also coaching. Tell us what led you into that.
Well, to me, the standard of football Dominica slowly on the rise, but in certain parts of the island. Where I presently live in Scott's Head, football is like dominant. You don't really have nothing going on, so I decided to take coaching serious, and I started making a team up there. I created a club, high voltage football club, while refereeing at the same time. So I try to bring this sport higher as I try to retire.
Okay, so you decide to contribute in that aspect as
Yes.
part of then again development, which is in your blood.
Yeah.
Okay, so we wish you luck in that, and now what we like is for, seeing that in women's football, we're really lacking in terms of players, so some word of inspiration to motivate young girls to participate. Tell them,
Well, ladies, football, that's an opportunity. It's a very big opportunity. According to your age, you can get scholarships to further your studies. As a grown-up, if you do not want to play football, then you can get yourself involved in coaching or refereeing. It doesn't always have to be playing, but just push yourself and find friends, push your friends and tell them, let's bring Dominica football higher. We need to be fed up of the men taking all the credit. We need to put ourselves on the map as women.
All right. Well, DAsportsVYBEZ, we really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to come and speak with us, and we hope that the young girls out there hearing your story will be inspired to come and participate in football and help bring the football on the rise.
Somebody say Lord.